Today's another Music Monday. I'm your host, Adam Duke, and this week I'm back at the Beer Keep talking to Gary Sheedy of Previous Love.
Hey, so I'm Gary Sheedy. I play guitar and I sing in the band Previous Love. Not with me right now are my bandmates. Tom Draper plays lead guitar, Stephen Brown plays bass, and John Perdue holds it down on the drum kit. He also does vocals. So Steve, John, and I have been playing music together since we were like, I don't know, 12, 13, 14 years old, somewhere in there, and played in a couple other bands as we were growing up and kind of coming into our own in the scene. We started the Previous Love thing in 2017. Tom came into the fold in 2018. We met him. We were recording some tracks at GCR Audio with Jay Zubricki. Tom was the intern there at the time, and we hit it off and became fast friends and jammed a couple times, and he's been with us ever since. Shout out to our old guitar player, Charlie Campanella. He's out in Seattle in the military these days, so still homies, but no longer in the band, but in my heart. So Jay Zubricki, once again, we love Jay. We love all the homies over at GCR. They've been good to us every time we've recorded there. We did a 6-song EP there. We've done a handful of singles, and then we did our first full-length record there over the last couple years. That came out back in July. But other than that, locally, we love just playing with all the other bands. People like Canadis, who else? Marquis Grand, shout out to them, shout out to Cooler, shout out to Johnny and the Man Kids, shout out to Amateur Hockey Club. Just pretty much all the other bands we play with, and you know, people we've met, people that come out to shows, the bartenders we work with and you know, buy drinks from that make the nights even more fun. Yeah, it's a great place to hang out and make music and go see local shows. Shout out Spaced, shout out Head North, even though they're not active anymore. Shout out Pentimento, shout out Carpool. Yeah, a lot of great music here in Buffalo and the surrounding area. Our goal is to kind of hole up a little bit and write and do some recording. Like I've mentioned, we've done all our music at GCR Audio, and we love it there, and it's great, but we might try our hand at a little self-recording because Tom is, again, he interned there, he went to school for that kind of thing, and he's very talented as an engineer and as a mixing engineer. So we might try a little DIY kind of thing to see what we can cook up, and yeah, playing shows, hopefully play some shows outside of Western New York in the new year as well. Yeah, just keep putting out new music. We're going to have a B-side from our album coming out in the next couple weeks. We recorded a live session in our attic over the summer. That comes out, this is a Sunday. It comes out tomorrow. So by the time you see this, it'll probably already be out on YouTube and our Instagram page. Yeah, we're always doing a little something, whether it's, again, a live show or some online video, audio content, or actual music. We're always kind of working on something. So my favorite band ever is The Cure, and I think some of that influence bleeds into the music for sure. I'm going to see them a week, or less than a week. I'm going to see them in England in like twice in a week. Dublin, Ireland this coming Thursday, December 1st, I think, and then a week later in England. So yeah, The Cure. Who else? There's a smaller band called Turnover, like an emo band that's awesome. Death Cab for Cutie's big. Coldplay is big. There's a band called Dive. They're like a shoegaze indie kind of band that's big for us. Yeah, we like some of the 80s and 90s indie and alt rock kind of stuff, and then 2000s and 2010s emo and indie. That's kind of our big genres. Shoegaze, you know, from the 80s onward, and yeah, all over the place musically, but a lot of that, again, that loud, quiet dynamic and effects and guitar-based indie rock is kind of our lane, and the stuff we listen to and kind of, you know, wear on our sleeve when we write. Love Mohawk Place, forever and always. I mean, I don't, if I was ever in a band that could play arenas, I would still probably want to play at like Mohawk Place. Rec Room is super cool too. Love playing there. Love playing at Stamps out in Tonawanda, a little divey bar outside the city. Nietzsche's is a classic, always super fun there, super late. We like playing Lloyd for Music on Main when they do that in the summer. We get to do like a more stripped down kind of, not quite acoustic, but almost acoustic kind of set over there. And our band, if you've never listened to us, we're a little bit louder. We do like the loud, quiet Pixies or Smashing Pumpkins kind of dynamic thing. And so it's cool to be able to strip it all down and just see the songs more as they are, rather than just being loud and kind of in your face all the time. So. It varies. I really like, for some of our older songs, there's a song called Caffeine from our first EP that's really fun because we do like a little jam interlude kind of thing into the actual song, so that's always fun. Do a little improv, and it's always a little different. I also really like, from the new record, there's a song called Rose Gold that's really fun. It's got a bridge that I really like playing and singing. But I'll play anything, anytime, anywhere. I just like to get out there and strum my guitar and kind of be in a room with people and share an experience. That's really what it's about at the end of the day, is just like this communal kind of experience together and sharing something that we all care about, that thing being music and that emotional experience. And give me a guitar and I'll sing for people and have a little fun. Probably The Cure, Death Cab for Cutie, Dive. I'll throw my boys in Head North on there as well because I miss playing with them. They were instrumental when we were younger, before we were even Previous Love. Like I said, John, Steve, and I played in a couple pop punk bands growing up, and Head North put us on our first show ever at the Forum way back in the day, probably 13, 14. So put them on there, and then us. So that'd be my dream lineup. That's a good question. I didn't come up with it. Our drummer John came up with the name. We were shopping a couple different ideas, and I think it was just like all kind of like song titles from bands we liked and things like that. And I don't know where he came up with it, but he suggested it, and we were all kind of like, yep, that's it. It's, I don't know. There's something kind of like wistful and nostalgic about it. We just liked the way it sounded and kind of the feelings that it invokes when you hear those words put together. So. You can find our music on the internet, any streaming services. I genuinely appreciate anyone that takes the time to listen to our music or come out to a show or buy merchandise or say hey. We do this because it's fun and we enjoy it, and it's just part of who we are. Keep going to our shows, keep going to other local band shows, keep going to other touring band shows and putting your money in their pockets, and that's about it.
That was Gary Sheedy of Previous Love. I'll have all the links to the band's music down below. And for Music Monday, I'm Adam Duke, News 4.
Go Bills.